Hi, everyone. Judge Andrew Napolitano here for Judging Freedom. Today is Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. It's about 2:40 in the afternoon here on the East Coast of the United States. The stories out of Uvalde, Texas just keep coming, and they are heartbreaking and tear-jerking, to say the least. ABC News did an unbelievably fabulous job interviewing a teacher by the name of Arnulfo Reyes. Mr. Reyes was the teacher in one of the two classrooms in which the children were slaughtered. He himself was hit 3 times with bullets by the gunman, but he survived. You're going to see in the shorter version of an interview with him in a couple of seconds, taken from what appears to be his hospital room, or he may be home. You really can't tell. But he was injured, not life-threatening. But he's basically saying, when this happens, all the drills that you engage in as a teacher to keep children safe really mean nothing. It's just an act of God that's going to save them. When the children, this is tear-jerking, when the children heard the sound of the gunman in the classroom next door, they said to him, "Mr. Reyes, what is this?" And he said, "I don't know. Let's get under the table." They all sit at a large table rather than individual desks in this classroom. So they got under the table, and then we'll let him pick it up. But before we go there, in the longer version of this, he's asked what he thinks of the police, and he refers to them as cowards. And now you'll hear why.
One of the students from the next door classroom was saying, "Officer, we're in here. And then, but they had already left. And then he got up from behind my desk, and he walked over there and he shot over there again. It all happened too fast. Training, no training, all kinds of training. Nothing gets you ready for this. We trained our kids to sit under the table, and that's what I thought of, at the time. But we set them up to be like ducks.
Why do we give police shields and guns if they're not going to do what we expect them to do, which is at least prevent these things from happening, or once they've happened, stop them from happening? Why do we emasculate people like Mr. Reyes from carrying a gun? He could have saved the children in his classroom, or at least diverted the attention of the killer, so the killer feared for his own life. Why does the government take away the God-given natural right to self-defense? Not my language, Justice Scalia's language in the Heller opinion. What kind of a government expects madmen to obey gun laws? And when honest, decent, law-abiding people obey the gun laws, we get shot like fish in a barrel. The world is going crazy. The anti-gun people are maniacal. Their latest approach this morning is to ask the coroner in Uvalde for permission to show the pictures of the slaughter. The slaughter is horrific. The weapon did massive destruction. Many of the children's faces and heads were blown off. It was necessary to use DNA testing for the parents to identify a body, because the anti-gun crowd thinks if you see that, it might change your mind. Change your mind? If you see that, it'll make you want to carry a stronger and better gun, so that if, God forbid, you were ever confronted by these madmen, and if, God forbid, the police again are cowards, you might be able to save human life with the only language that these killers understand: superior firepower. Judge Napolitano for Judging Freedom.